This is the last little bit from section 6 in De Bello Gallico, book 1. And Caesar has just laid out the two courses by which the Helvetians can move. And here we have allo rigibus se vel persuasuros. And the presence of persuasuros probably indicates it's persuasuros esse. That's reinforced by se. Usually you have an indirect statement when you have this reflexive pronoun, and we most of the time, almost always, never see this future participle just by itself. So I'm looking for some sort of head verb is what I call it, and we're finding that with existimabat. So they were thinking that they, and then here's well, and that makes me wonder where the other well is, and it's over here. So they were thinking either something or something. So they were thinking either that they would persuade, so here's the future esse, future infinitive, that they would either persuade the Alobergae, dative with persuadeo, because they seemed not yet in good mind and good spirit, literally into or against, or maybe toward is a better translation of in, the Roman people. There was a revolt that had still fresh in the memory, and so Caesar writes that they aren't yet in the good graces of the Roman people. So they thought that they would persuade the Alobergae, either do that or that they would compel them by force to paterentor, and this is from patior, so to allow them to go through their borders, that the Alobergae would allow them, the Helvetians, to go through the Alobergae themselves, because they're the subject, their borders. So omnibus rebus comparatis, with all of these things prepared or made ready for their departure, for their setting out, they say the day, they announce the day, they decide, establish the day. And on this day, now remember that when you have these relative pronouns, a lot of time in Caesar, they're those sort of relative conjunctive pronouns, or here adjectives. And so this qua is kind of like saying et ea die. So, and on this day. They come together, or they all come together, omnes, at the riverbank of the Rhodanus, of the Rhone. And this day was, now here we go with some Roman dating, the 5th day, right, ante diem quinque, so the 5th day before, ante, the calends of April. And remember that the Romans count inclusively, so this is March 28th, right? So April 1st, and then March 31st, 30th, 29, 28. That's 5 days. And then this is, remember, the contemporary way to date for the Romans. So in the consulships of Piso and Gabinius, of Lucius Piso and Aulus Gabinius, and that is known to us as 58 BC.